Good morning. It is a bright and sunny day here at Sioux Park, and it actually makes for a perfect occasion because we're talking about Made for Shade today. I'm here with Dr. Alicia Thornburg, who's involved heavily with Made for Shade. And first, I wanted to ask kind of what is Made for Shade?
Made for Shade is an organization that provides awareness about skin cancer, shade structures to local area organizations and schools, and education about preventing skin cancer.
And when it comes to kind of what you guys do, here's an example of one of the structures. Is this the only thing that you guys do, or what are the options when it comes to the shade?
Right, this is one of them. It's a permanent shade structure, but there's also pop-up tents that you can apply for, or trees to be planted.
And you mentioned that this is kind of for awareness about skin cancer. What kind of made you want to get involved with this?
Right, well, I'm a dermatologist, and so I was thinking of ways to help prevent skin cancer in our area, and this seemed like a great thing to start 18 years ago, so here we are.
Yeah, no, and in that time, do you feel like you've seen a lot of people kind of get more and more interested in applying for these and kind of, you know, making it happen?
Exactly. Initially, there were schools. All the area high schools have received grants, and then middle schools and elementary schools, but then it started branching out to the Y and Youth and Family Services and other organizations, so it's really broadened our reach.
And you mentioned to me before we started talking about this about your involvement with Sioux Park here. Could you touch on that a little bit?
Yeah, that was a project that Yulia and George Grasby, my family, Audra Saylor and Jason Olson really tackled. We actually wrote the Vision Fund's pamphlets and presentations to the City Council when they graciously awarded this. So here we are, and it's a beautiful facility, so proud of it. And Made for Shade stepped in last year and provided an extra shade structure when they had a shortfall. And there's additional over there on the hill shade structures from my partners and I that we provided years ago personally just to provide shade.
Yeah, no, and if you come down to Sioux Park, you can see how necessary some of the shade really was. I mean, you're kind of just right in the middle of the sun right here if you don't have it. And then we were talking about some of the stuff you guys have coming up soon. Could you touch on that a little bit?
Right. Next week, we have our annual evening Made for Shade. Please join us. It's at Arrowhead, the 20th, next Thursday. Food and wine, 6 p.m. It's going to be great. We have Riddles Jewelry has been with us since the beginning, and we have an $8,500 tennis diamond bracelet that we're going to auction off. And a ton of live auctions this year, so it's going to be really exciting.
Yeah, no, someone's going to get really lucky if they get that bracelet. So we'll see how that ends up. And then I just wanted to ask a little bit generically, you know, as a doctor, how important is it for people to take care of their skin and make sure they're not getting too much sun?
So important, and skin cancer is so preventable, and it's the most common of all cancers. So if we can educate people when they're young to make lifestyle changes and awareness, it's such a big impact. So this is a really important project.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I wanted to thank you for being here. That's all the time we had, but you know, it's definitely a hugely important thing that you're doing. I know that it can be an issue if someone gets too much sun, especially when you're a kid. You kind of want to stay out way too long.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Visit MadeForShadeSD.com to buy tickets. We hope you come.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've got some weather coming up for you right now.